Monday Night Chat with Wong Chen.
Brought to you by the Member of Parliament for Kelana Jaya in collaboration with Invo.
Hi, we're here in the tower block of Parliament. This is the 14th floor, and the 14th floor is the office of the Leader of the Opposition. Now, follow me. Hi. Okay, we're here at the conference room. This is a really small unit, as you know. The conference room is where all the MPs will gather on Tuesday for our pre-council meeting, where we discuss everything, politics and also the policies that we have to debate. And on this side, if you follow me, this is Dato Sri Dr. Wan Azizah's room as Leader of the Opposition. We had our pre-council here last week, and we had a press conference on that side. Yeah, so today's pre-council is to assess the minister's reply and who's responsible for which ministry to attack which one. More or less an informal shadow cabinet for PKR. Okay, we're here at the conference room. It's about 400 square feet, I think. Well, these are researchers here. So you can imagine that on the other side, where Wan Azizah's room is, that's about 400 square feet as well. So roughly with the center portion, about 1,000 square feet allocated to 30 members of parliament from PKR in this really narrow space. So, space is a premium, but obviously other parts of parliament is really well built and also well allocated. For instance, the speaker's unit is easily 3,000 square feet, I know. And that's for him to use alone. So this is Malaysian parliament for you, where the opposition members are all cramped into the 13th floor for DAP and 14th floor for Amanah and PAS and also PKR. Okay, welcome to Policy Monday. We're back for Policy Monday. We're shooting from Parliament. We're on the 14th floor. This is where the members of Parliament from PKR meets to talk about politics and also to talk about the policies that we have to debate in Parliament. Parliament is low at the moment, so I'm just going to dive straight into it and talk about this issue regarding the cost of private hospitals. The matter really came to our attention about 1.5 months ago when a family came to my office requesting my help to help issue a letter of recommendation to transfer her husband from a private hospital to a public hospital. Basically, they spent 2.5 months in ICU, the husband, and the cost ballooned up to about 450,000. That works out to about $6,000 a day. Yeah. So the unfortunate thing, of course, is the victim passed away. So we are quite sad and condolences to the family. But this matter is quite emotive, so we brought it up, went to Parliament, got the question passed through at question time, and the health minister stood up, gave time and replied to me. Now, how do we monitor and ensure that the private hospital costs are reasonable? The first thing we have to do is this. The government states that they actually monitor the fees of the doctors itself. So that is good, but that's since 2006, so it's been a long time. It's already 11 years in practice. What a lot of clever doctors do is they go and visit their clients or visit their people at about 5 o'clock, where after 5 o'clock, so basically they get to charge overtime, which is basically doubling up their fee. Yeah, so that has to stop as well. The ministry has to regulate on that issue. The thing that the ministry does not regulate at all is the cost of the bed, the room, the disposable syringes and gauze pads and all sort of saline drips. They also do not regulate the medicine costs. They don't regulate nursing as well. So I think the best thing for us to move forward to ensure that the private hospital costs are maintained at a reasonable level is to also expand the regulation into all those other sectors. Yeah. Now, there's one thing we have to really consider on this broad issue. The broad issue is this. If the government do not regulate the private sector, then the only solution is the government has to build more facilities for the public hospital. Can the government do so? Or will they force the private sector? Or does the private sector actually influence the government more than we think? So this remains to be seen, but what we got from the minister is this. He said that they're doing a big data study on costs across all the private hospitals. But when I pressed him, when will he complete the study, he completely ignored me. I asked him to do it within 6 months and start negotiations. He just ignored the issue. Yeah. So Policy Monday tells you one thing: we have to keep pressing the ministers to be responsible and to set a deadline. I don't think they are stupid. I think they know what is going on, but there seems to be no political will to do the right thing. So private hospital costs may still be an issue and may stay high for some time to come, but let's hope there's a change of government and that we get a minister that has the will to really do something. That's it for Policy Monday this week. Welcome to Monday Night Chat. We start off with Q&A in 60 seconds. Well, this is our second attempt. Last week we shot it in the Parliament clinic. We're here now on the 14th floor trying to shoot this. We have about 8 questions. I will try again to hit 60 seconds. Let's go. Okay, Paradise Papers, what are my views? Well, the rich control the world. Paradise Papers confirms the fact that they never ever pay any tax. Paradise Papers on Malaysia revealed a bit about Jolo, but we need to learn a lot more. Now, second question on Penang flood. It's good to see that it's a bipartisan issue now, the relief effort. It's good to see the Deputy Prime Minister working in Guan Eng and also Najib visiting Guan Eng in Penang. There must be a lot more improvements on drainage and no more cutting of the hills. DNA case citizenship issue that was raised by Kulai. We're very excited by this. If citizenship can now be proven by virtue of DNA, we have a lot of citizen cases that is pending in Kelana Jaya that we think we can resolve. Husni's allegation on Anwar, not good at all. Husni, from hero to zero. Tennis or badminton? Badminton. Badminton or football? Football. Trump visit to China? Good that Trump is talking, but please don't start a war. That's it.